Stop scrolling, chosen one. This isn't random, and it's not for fun. Something bigger is actively getting in the way of this moment, because this message was meant just for you. Make this clear. These kinds of messages don't come during easy times. They come after things get confusing, after things get delayed, and after those times when you felt like no one could see you, care about you, or understand you. It's not an accident that you've been carrying questions around with you that don't have clear answers. This is the break. This is when direction is most important. One choice, one pause, or one act of obedience can change the course of everything. This is not fear. It is awareness coming to life. Not paying attention to certain signals doesn't mean you have to cancel the plan, but it can make you wait longer for peace and keep you carrying the weight you've been carrying. If you're still listening, alignment has already started. Something is falling into place. This message is not hype, even if you can't see it all the way yet. It is a lesson. The call you're getting isn't loud or crazy. It is exact. You are not being rushed. You are being put in place. Things that used to seem blocked will start to make sense. Not because everything changes all at once, but because you do. Your answers change. You become more discerning. Distractions let go of their hold. What comes next won't care about how desperate you are. It'll take being clear, mature, and ready. And the fact that you are here means that readiness is already happening. This has to do with taking care of things, timing, and being responsible, because what comes next needs to be clear, not confusing. Some moments seem normal on the outside, but they have a hidden weight that pushes down on the soul. This is one of those times. This isn't just a short break in your day. Something important has come into your life and is asking for your attention, awareness, and readiness. What you're going through right now is private and separate. It isn't for everyone. It's for you. For I formed you in the womb. I knew you before you were born. I set you apart. This is not just a coincidence. This is an acknowledgement. You are being reminded that you were never random, lost, or forgotten. There is a sense of urgency here, not to rush you, to wake you up, and bring your attention back to what really matters before the moment is gone. The message comes to wake up what has been sleeping inside you, to call your spirit forward, and to get you ready for what is already happening. It gets to you at the exact point where you need to see things clearly, like light breaking through a closed room. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. That light is not far away. It's close by. It's gently but firmly pushing you to look again. Listen more closely, and remember who you are. You shouldn't keep this information in your head. This activation that changes how you move, how you choose, and how you stand. Change starts when identity wakes up. You are being pulled toward a path that will push you, make you better, and help you understand yourself better. Those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. What is waiting for you will take courage, awareness, and alignment. And now the weight of the moment rests on one simple truth. You are at the door. The question isn't if the call is real. The question is if you are ready to rise to the occasion. This question is not asked lightly, and it is not asked to fill a space. It reaches into your heart and tests how ready you are to fully embrace what's to come. These words aren't meant to tell you anything. They are here to show you. They show where you are now. And if you are ready to accept the deeper truths, that will change your life from one of comfort to one of calling. Be ready means letting go of the things that have held you back for too long, like old doubts, fears, and identities that no longer fit who you are becoming. Being ready doesn't mean being sure. It means trusting. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him. He will make your path straight. Being ready means being willing to move forward, even when you don't know what to do, learning to listen for the quiet signals, inner knowing, and the gentle pressure that guides you when words aren't enough. There are times when you become more aware and patterns start to show up, like numbers that repeat, pauses that don't make sense, a phrase that sticks with you, a color, a symbol, a feeling that stays with you all day. These aren't things that will keep you from doing what you need to do. They are signs, like the burning bush that caught Moses' eye and changed his life. The door is often what catches your eye. To say yes here means to accept guidance that comes to you as you walk, not before you move. Being ready means knowing that what you've been through so far isn't the whole story. It is the base. Look, I'm doing something new. It's happening now. Don't you see it? You are being told to wake up, stay alert, and act with courage instead of fear. This is not a polite suggestion. It's a call. Being chosen is more than just an honor. It is your duty to get up, answer, and move forward with an open heart into what has been waiting for you all along. Not everyone gets to be a part of moments like this. People don't always trust messages that come in quietly but are important. You have been drawn in because your inner life can see, hear, and respond to things that most people don't even notice. This is not showing favoritism, it is alignment. There is a line here that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, where the known loosens its grip and something bigger comes to meet you. What you think is a warning isn't meant to scare you. It is meant to keep you safe. Protection often comes in the form of awareness before the fall, like light before confusion sets in. There are paths that seem safe but wear down the soul over time. Ignoring the signs won't make them go away, just make the journey harder. My sheep listen to my voice, I know them, and they follow me. Guidance is getting stronger now, not later, because the scene calls for it. Things are moving around you, things are changing, patterns are forming, things that used to feel far away are now close by. To be chosen doesn't mean you won't have to work hard to get ahead. It is to be given the chance to participate. You are not here to watch fate happen. You are here to work with it. Every decision you make makes you more aware. Taking time to think about things makes you stronger. Being present in every moment steadies your steps. To whom much is given, much will be required. This is the honor and the weight of this calling. You are being asked to stop being hesitant, stop being distracted, and move forward with purpose. You can't claim what has been set aside for you halfway. It responds to bravery, clarity, and a heart that is ready to walk the path that is now opening up in front of you. The desire to be with you does not fade or weaken. It keeps going, because what is being offered now is important to how your life will go from now on. Now more than ever, clarity is important, and even small things can throw you off when the time is right. That's why the call keeps coming back in dreams that stay with you after you wake up, in signs that keep appearing, and in moments that seem like coincidences but feel very important. God does speak, now one way, now another, but no one hears it. Nothing about this search is by chance. It's on purpose, focused, and very personal. Imagine a parent yelling in a crowded place, not because they are angry, but to keep their child safe. The urgency is full of love, not fear. That's how these breaks work. They are not interruptions. They are there to keep you safe. They are a guide that reaches for you before you get hurt, before you have to wait, or before you take a detour that costs more than time, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Every sudden realization, every symbol that stands out, and every change inside you is a hand on your shoulder, guiding you toward who you are meant to be. The noise of the world will try to make sense of it. Logic will try to make what your spirit knows is real smaller, but the pressure to pay attention won't go away. It will keep getting stronger until awareness breaks through. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to help you see beyond the surface and feel the hidden connections that hold your life together. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Something bigger is bringing your steps together and telling you to look closer, listen more carefully, and respond. What is after you right now isn't trying to take over your life. It's trying to help you become the person you were always meant to be. Right now, guidance is coming to you at an unusual speed. What has been waiting is no longer holding back. You are ready to receive what would have once overwhelmed you. So alignment is happening. This isn't just a random thought or passing interest. It is planned, is acted, and set to the path that has your name on it. You might feel it as a sudden clarity, a pattern that keeps coming back, or a quiet pull toward certain numbers, colors, or symbols that seem to follow you. These are not things that get in the way. They are signals that make you aware. This urgency has a reason. In the unseen, time doesn't move the same way as it does in the seen. Moments of awakening come at the right time, and when they do, waiting is more expensive than not doing anything. The door is attention. When the time had fully come, every nudge you feel is written down. Every time you say something, it means something. These pieces are coming together to make something bigger, showing you the way bit by bit, and making you more aware of why you are here and what is expected of you right now. What you get isn't the same for everyone. It's personal. Some people may not notice the signs on the surface, but the things happening around you are meant to be seen by you alone. People are making plans for movements. People are timing their meetings. Things are happening at the same time perfectly. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. This is not just comfort. It is guidance that shapes choice. What you get here doesn't just tell you what to do next. It changes your path. You are not alone in this. There are unseen forces at work in your life, not just as abstract ideas, but as people who are helping to bring about your purpose. Angels go where people are aware. They speak through intuition that comes to you without any reason, through clarity that clears up confusion, and through dreams that stick with you long after you wake up. Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation? Their presence is subtle, but their impact is strong. Their job is to guide, protect, and wake people up in a quiet and precise way. They have an effect on times when decisions matter, when new information changes the course of events, and when doubt turns into determination. When you recognize how close they are, you stop resisting and start working together. Support becomes clear. Guidance gets clearer, because you are no longer ignoring the language being spoken to you. Things that were once hidden start to come out. This language isn't just made up of words. It goes through patterns, numbers that repeat, colors that come up at important times, and things or creatures that show up just when you're thinking, doubting, or looking. Let him see you as eyes to see. These are not superstitions. They are signals with a purpose, and only those who are willing to notice will understand what they mean. A bird crossing your path when you're not sure what to do, an object getting your attention when you're lost, a number repeating until it gets into your head. These things happen on purpose, not by chance. They want to be recognized and heard. Attention, observation, and trust all help us understand more. People who are in a hurry or not paying attention won't be able to understand this language. It opens for those who are ready. The code starts to unlock as you stay alert, and meaning connects. Intuition gets stronger. Choices are based on something deeper than logic. The steps of a good man are ordered. What is speaking to you now is guiding your movement, sharpening your perception, and bringing you into line with the purpose that has been following you long before you were aware of it. Thanks. Before I say anything else, you might not realize how much every like, here, and small act of support means. Because of you, this message keeps getting to the people who need it most. If you want to, please take a moment to like this video. It will help the word spread even more. You might also want to subscribe and stay connected not only to a channel but also to a growing community. As we get closer to 5,000 subscribers, your presence helps make sure these messages get to the people they are meant for. I'd also love for you to leave a comment and tell me what city you're in and where you're listening from. If you agree with what I'm saying, take a moment to write 999 or 777 as a quiet sign of your agreement and willingness to let God work. And to those who feel led to go even further through your prayers, your encouragement, or by using the Super Thanks feature, please know this: your support is deeply felt. You're not just helping a video, you are helping this word get much further than any of us could do on our own. Thanks. Yes, you are entering a time when ancient knowledge starts to come to life in you, not as something that happened a long time ago, but as something that is happening right now. This is knowledge that has been passed down through the ages, protected in holy texts, echoed through lived faith, and brought to life at certain times. What is opening to you now goes beyond what most people learn. It makes you more aware. It helps you see through lies and find the truth that is hidden. But solid fruit is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil. Something deeper is training your vision. As this wisdom grows, intuition gets stronger and discernment gets steadier. You might feel like you know something without remembering it, or like you recognize something without knowing why. As if something long buried is coming back to mind. These moments are real. They are awakenings. A restoration of insight is meant to get you ready for a path that requires awareness, not guesswork. Call to me and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. What is being revealed gives you the strength to move forward with confidence when others are unsure. This understanding links you to a family tree that goes back in time. Prophecy is no longer a far-off language or a vague promise. It turns into pattern recognition, which is the ability to see how things happen and why timing is important. Surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants the prophets. You are not being given the ability to predict, to align, to get ready for what is already happening. As consciousness broadens, imperceptible dimensions commence to manifest. You see links that weren't there before. People, events, and choices start to come together for a reason. This knowledge is both a gift and a duty. It sharpens your judgment and makes your will stronger. God gives wisdom. Knowledge and understanding come from his mouth. What you see now changes how you see the world and how you see your place in it. In a world full of noise and distortion, discernment is your best defense. Your ability to tell the truth from lies gets better. False urgency loses its strength. The moment is no longer ruled by confusion. Test the spirits to see if they are from God. This knowledge keeps you safe, guides you, and steadies your steps. It is not judgment when choices have weight. It is clarity that comes from paying attention and trusting. As this understanding grows, so does intuition. The inner voice that was once easy to ignore now speaks with confidence. You feel before you see. You know before you see the proof. The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit. It takes courage to act on this knowledge, but every step makes it stronger. Intuition becomes both a compass and a shield, warning you of danger, showing you opportunities, and quietly guiding you through uncertainty. You might start to see color in a new way. White might look like clarity and presence, gold might look like wisdom and light, and red might look like strength and protection. These aren't just pictures. They are reminders and signals that help keep everyone on the same page. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Each appearance makes you think and reminds you that you are not alone. As guidance speeds up, there may be times when things happen that are too precise to ignore, meetings that are perfectly timed, solutions that come out of nowhere, and doors that open where there was once resistance. Nothing will be impossible with God. These things don't happen by chance. They are confirmations. You can't see the hands that are weaving the threads, but you can feel them. It is important to pay attention to this kind of advice. Not paying attention to signs makes things less clear and makes things harder when they should be easy. Today, if you hear his voice, don't harden your hearts. You have to be aware. It keeps you safe. Paying attention keeps you in step with what's going on. The path gets smoother with each answer. Every time you trust someone, you build momentum. Now is the time to fully rise into what has been set up. Alignment doesn't ask for weakness. It asks for surrender, not control, but courage. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. When you follow guidance, your limits will start to loosen. Change happens faster. Things that seemed far away now seem possible. Your path will not look like anyone else's. Your advice is spot on. Your calling is different. What is happening now will change the course of your life. The call is clear. Now is the time. The only thing left to do is to see if you will step forward with an open heart and answer what has been calling you all along. Divine help doesn't always happen slowly. It can break in like a sudden wind, fast and undeniable, changing what you thought was set in stone. A hidden soul that hasn't been touched as heavenly fire changes the lines of battle that are not seen. This is how it feels. Heaven doesn't ask for your comfort when it moves quickly. It comes with a holy intensity that makes you pay attention, because what matters is alignment, not ease. At first, the speed can be too much, like things are speeding up just to keep you from falling back asleep. But this pace isn't crazy. It is kindness. God is closing the gap between you and the time you were supposed to see. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. The shepherd is still leading, even when things change quickly. That's why what seemed impossible yesterday can start to make sense today. Things that were locked up start to come loose. The quiet starts to speak. Things that seemed stuck begin to move with sharp clarity. There are doors where there used to be walls. Solutions come to mind before you can explain them. You start to see that this isn't just luck when conversations change and timelines get shorter. This is orchestration, and who knows, maybe you got your royal position just in time for this. The speed itself is a sign that the time has narrowed and the purpose is moving forward. Your job now is to be present. Stay awake, stay steady, have faith, not doubt. The world may seem loud, but the movement is planned, like pieces fitting together. Momentum is not a threat to you. It is carrying you. When you go through the waters, I'll be with you. And when you go through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. The same speed that scares you will feel like home when you stop fighting it. Your spirit knows this rhythm deep down. It is the sound of divine timing coming on time. And when it gets here, the world around you starts to tuck in new ways. Signs start to show up in everyday places, but they don't feel like everyday things anymore when they touch your mind. You see patterns in dreams, on the street, in nature, and even in words that echo. You keep seeing numbers, guineas, animals, and colors, and something inside you knows they aren't random. And it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. This is what awakening looks like when it becomes a part of your daily life. A number that keeps coming up may make you think about a choice you've been putting off. A color may come to you like a blanket, reminding you that you are safe when fear tries to rise. Seeing an animal you didn't expect can give you the boost you need right when you need it. Being aware is the key. Don't rush past the sign when you see it. Stop. If it's some time to saddle, pay attention to the order. Messages from God often come in groups, not because you are slow, but because God is exact. And as you keep paying attention, understanding starts to open up. Writing things down, sitting still, and going back to the pattern can help you see the whole picture. Be still and know that I am God. The mystery is not meant to make you feel lost. It is meant to bring you closer. These signs are there to remind you that you are not alone, that your life is not going off course, and that there is help all around you. When you see these things, God is telling you, I am here, and your path is going exactly as it should, but you need to hear this, your life is about to change. Changes that you didn't expect will happen. Chances you never thought you'd have. Things that push you out of your comfort zone. Things that change the way you see things from the inside out. These aren't just random problems, they are adjustments. Some changes will make you feel uneasy, because what used to work for you won't work anymore. Old habits, old relationships, and old beliefs that kept you small, and it's normal for the mind to fight against things it can't predict, but the spirit knows that these changes are actually good things. They break habits that kept you from moving forward, and let you grow in ways you couldn't if you stayed safe. Forget the old things. Don't think about the past. Look, I'm doing something new. It's happening now. Can't you see it? This is that new thing happening. As the path changes, new strength comes with it, courage you didn't know you had, resilience you didn't know you had, and clarity that comes from letting go instead of trying to control it. Every turn is a lesson. Every detour becomes a path. Every time something goes wrong, it brings you closer to the life that was meant for you. When you accept the unexpected, you enter a divine dance where every move has a purpose. Believe this, the plan is clear. Even if you can't see far ahead, your life is moving in the direction of your highest calling, and the changes you feel don't mean the end of something good. They are the start of something real, because the truth doesn't usually come out all at once. It comes in layers. It gets bigger. It opens up. It makes you stronger by showing you who you are. Like stones in a path, divine messages are stacked. Each one is there to help you figure out what to do next. A small insight today, a repeated sign tomorrow, and an unexpected moment of clarity when you need it most. This step-by-step reveal tests your focus and your ability to wait, but it also shows that someone is in charge of you. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path, not a floodlight for the whole road, a light for the next step. So be careful how you react. Don't ignore what seems small. Don't try to explain away what keeps coming back, because soon the hidden messages won't feel hidden anymore. They will become signposts, clear markers, and confirmations that you are on the right path to your destiny. And when the guidance comes, it won't always be easy to follow, because the same forces that are guiding you will also test your readiness, patience, and faith. The pain you went through was never a sign of weakness. There was never a mistake in the collapse you survived. Every trial that bent you, every scene that stripped you down, and every time you thought you were breaking were all signs that something strong was being made inside you. These tests weren't meant to hurt you. They were allowed to tell you. They thought you were strong enough to carry things that most people can't, and strong enough to walk a path that requires more than comfort ever could. You were tested because people believed in you, and you were pushed because you were chosen. When the path is clear, faith is not proven, but when the ground disappears and you keep going, when sighs stop making noise, and when certainty fades away, the unseen asks you one question, not to shame you, but to wake you up. Will you go without any promises? Will you rise without getting applause? Every problem you had to deal with was a door, and every time you made it through, something inside you said yes. These tests improved your vision. They made you better at noticing things. They taught you how to tell when something isn't true, even if it looks right. They taught you how to stay grounded even when everything around you changed. Nothing was wasted. None of it is permanent. What felt like resistance was actually getting ready. What felt like a delay was actually alignment getting stronger under the surface. You were getting ready for what comes next. Listen carefully now. Every decision you make from now on is important. Intention is no longer something that happens on its own. You have to take action now. Guidance is already coming at you with a lot of force, but how you respond will determine how deep the situation gets. Alignment increases the reward. Hesitation makes time seem longer. This isn't about waiting for help. This is about getting into position. Sometimes action doesn't make a sound. It sometimes whispers, choosing courage over comfort, growth over what you know, and truth over what is easy. A single, intentional act of faith can start a chain reaction that you won't see right away, but you will know it. The universe reacts to clarity. Heaven responds to people who do what they're told, and what you want to happen now happens faster than you think it will. The steps you take today are already linked to the rewards you want. Not today, not when you think you're ready. Miracles don't usually tell people about themselves. They come quietly at a time that can't be explained, as meetings that change everything, as understanding that comes at the right time when confusion used to be. These times are not small. They are confirmations. A miracle can be when a solution comes just before everything falls apart. Sometimes it's someone you meet who says something you didn't know you needed to hear. Sometimes a sign, a moment, or a sudden realization can calm your mind. When you notice and respond, the connection gets stronger. What used to seem rare becomes common. Help is always there. Support becomes clear. You are not being comforted. You are being turned on, marked for movement, not for survival. What you went through was proof. You are now in alignment, and what is coming will not ask if you are ready. It will show that you always were. This was not the end of the story. It was the door, and now something has started to open. I come my spirit before you now, Father God, not to get away from the wig I carry, but to give it back to you. I know that this moment isn't random. You have gotten in my way because you are trying to control my life. I let go of fear, distraction, and the need to control what only you can do. Wake up my ability to tell right from wrong where it has grown dull. Make my hearing better where noise has drowned out your voice. I choose alignment over comfort, obedience over delay, and trust over understanding. Teach me to see your guidance even when it comes in a quiet way, over and over again, or through signs I used to ignore. I give up old identities that don't fit the person you are making me into. I move from being unsure to being ready. Let my faith become strong where it has been tested. If my vision has been limited, make it bigger. Guide my steps with care. Protect my heart with clarity. And calm my spirit with the truth, even when I can't see the whole path. I say yes to the calling that is unfolding in front of me. Take me one step at a time. I accept the change you are bringing about and promise to live with awareness, courage, and trust. Yes, if your heart says yes, tap like on this message. Let that simple act help this word get to people who are looking for hope and clarity right now. Sign up and stay in touch, not to go through this alone, but to stay in the flow of every word God is giving out right now. As we get closer to 5,000 subscribers, your presence helps make sure that these messages keep reaching the people they are meant for. And in the comments, write 999 or 777 and tell us where you live and where you are listening from. Let this be your promise to God. Thank you to everyone who feels led and able to help this ministry by praying, leaving comments, or using the Super Thanks feature. Your help gets this message to the hearts God is preparing right now in ways we couldn't do on our own. Yes,